Hey guys, so I always get asked about service animals, so I wanted to create a video kind of answering some of the more common questions. The first question I always get asked is, hey, do you allow service animals? And the answer is yes. We absolutely allow service animals. There are a few hoops that you got to jump through legally just to make sure that everything's good because there's a lot of fraud in the service animal industry right now, so we try to do our best to prevent that. So first thing is, you can't just get a service animal. You have to do what's called a reasonable accommodation request, asking for us to make an exception to the no pet policy for you. So you can't just go get one and show up at your apartment and say, I have a service animal now. That's not how it works. You have to do it beforehand. So we have a form for that, and it's on our webpage. And you basically fill out the form, gives us the information about the pet, and you agree to certain things like that you're not going to breed the animal, and that you're not going to, or you're going to be responsible for any damages it does, or if it's a nuisance to others, you may have to get rid of it, that kind of thing. So you do that, that's the first step. Then there's also a pet profile you have to do, and it's specifically to service animals. It's very similar that we do for just regular pets. So you have to upload a photo. It's all done through pet screening. You upload the documentation from your doctor, your vet records, answer a bunch of questions, all those things. And then this third-party company we use, Pet Screening, you have to click the link from our website to get to them, but they will go through and they'll look at all your documentation, they'll call your doctor, they'll make sure everything's legit. They do all that work for us to make sure that everything is good. And then they will come back with a recommendation to us that yes, this is a legitimate service animal, and we should accept it. And then we also have a third form that you send to your doctor that they actually send directly to us to confirm that you have a disability and that you need the service animal for your disability. And those are the only two real questions that we ask. You have to have a legitimate disability, and your disability has to be helped by the service animal. And that's all we need from your doctor. We don't need to know what the disability is or exactly what how it impacts your life or anything like that. We don't need to know that. Just that you have one and that you need the service animal. So those are the three steps for service animals. Our form, which is the request for an accommodation, the form that you give to your doctor that the doctor sends back to us, and then the pet screening profile that you do through our website, which goes to a third-party company, Pet Screening. There's no fee for that. You do it, it's free, but you have to upload photos of the pet, answers a bunch of questions, vet records, those kind of things, including the documentation from your medical professional. So once you do all three of those things, we put together a little packet about your service animal, and then we will tell you, yes, your service animal is approved, and now you can have your service animal in your apartment or your house or whatever. You have to do all that first and get the approval from us. Now, if you're a new tenant who's just looking at applying with us, all the same steps would apply, but we don't, your application's not scored lower or anything because of a service animal. It has nothing to do with the ranking. It's just we have to make sure it's legitimate and that you do need one for your disability. So I hope that helps. If you have more questions, definitely reach out to our office. It's renteclipse.com, or our phone number is 719-581-RENT, and our email is info@renteclipse.com. So I hope that helped. Let me know if you have any more questions. Thanks.